Welcome back to the weekly roundup on CBT News. Let's go over the biggest stories we covered in automotive this week, brought to you by Force Marketing. The UAW has paused plans for a strike authorization vote at Stellantis' Sterling Heights assembly plant after resolving disputes tied to outsourced skilled trades work. The plant builds the Ram 1500, one of Stellantis' most profitable vehicles, and union leaders say the company agreed to allow union trade workers to bid on future facility projects moving forward. The situation highlights the continued tension between automakers and labor unions as both sides battle over costs, staffing, and plant operations during a period of industry transition. A new bipartisan bill in Washington aims to permanently prevent Chinese automakers and connected vehicle technology from entering the U.S. market. Lawmakers say the proposal is focused on national security and data privacy concerns tied to connected vehicle systems and software developed in China. The move comes as pressure grows from automakers, suppliers, and dealers to keep low-cost Chinese EV makers out of the US market, even as those brands continue gaining momentum globally. General Motors is laying off roughly 500 to 600 salaried IT employees as the automaker continues restructuring operations and cutting costs. Most of the affected workers are based in Texas and Michigan, though GM says it's still actively hiring for positions tied to artificial intelligence, autonomous vehicles, and advanced technology development. The cuts show how automakers are shifting resources away from traditional support roles and toward future-focused software and tech investments. Toyota is seeking approval for a new $2 billion manufacturing facility in Texas that could eventually move Tacoma pickup production from Mexico to the US. The project is expected to create around 2,000 jobs and further expand Toyota's U.S. manufacturing footprint as tariffs and trade policy continue reshaping where automakers build vehicles. The investment also reflects a growing industry-wide push towards localized production as companies work to reduce tariff exposure and strengthen domestic supply chains. New vehicle inventory remained mostly stable in April, but dealer lots are now overwhelmingly stocked with 2026 model year vehicles after automakers aggressively cleared out remaining 2025 inventory. Domestic brands like Dodge, Jeep, and Ram continue carrying some of the highest inventory levels in the industry, while Toyota and Honda remain among the tightest. Automakers are still leaning on targeted incentives to move vehicles, but so far, most are avoiding major price cuts as affordability pressures continue weighing on consumers. That's all for this week's roundup, but join me again first thing Monday morning on the Jumpstart to get the latest news happening in the automotive industry. CBT News is excited to announce that we are hosting the Auto Leadership Summit, Fair Pricing and Compliance, a one-day event bringing together dealers, legal experts, elected officials, vendors, and dealer association leaders to tackle one of the biggest issues facing the retail automotive industry right now: the FTC's warning letters sent out to dealers about deceptive pricing. On June 16th, we'll be at the Salamander Hotel in Washington, D.C., having the conversations that the industry has been waiting for around FTC compliance, advertised pricing, and what a clear path forward actually looks like. Tickets are now available, and we want to see as many of you there as possible, so head to the link in the description to learn more and secure your spot. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you again here tomorrow morning.